Has this happened to you before?
Wait, there's like a lit up spot over here. Is this what I need? Oh, don't make me play chess. Oh! No! Wait, is this the queen or is this the queen?
No,
this
she
is
doesn't
such
even
bullshit,
know.
chat. This is such fucking bullshit.
Oh no, she doesn't even know which one's the queen is.
You know, I saw this game had like a 6-hour average playtime, and now I'm wondering if this is what it was for. Now I'm wondering, I'm like, ah!
She's blundering all of her pieces. She's leaving nothing defended.
Why can't I eat that piece? Oh, because I'm in check. Oh man, if I
Pawns can only eat diagonally.
moved it, I fucking hate chess so fucking much. Like you wouldn't
Well, if you studied theory, you wouldn't have had this much trouble.
fucking believe I hate chess. Ah! Just cook. Chat, I can do it. Chat, I can do it.
And then she just loses all of her pieces. Well, just watch.
G5. This move adds more pressure on your.
Hung up. Well, time to ping in the face Discord channel. Wait, I'm gonna go in.
Okay, we've seen enough. Alright. Here's the truth that nobody tells you. Opponents, like computer opponents in other games that isn't chess, computer opponents that play chess in other games, they cannot be that powerful, because in order for an actual computer opponent in chess to be very powerful, it uses up an awful lot of GPU, CPU, and RAM usage, like non-stop. It's like running an entire game in it. So when you face an opponent like this, it can't really be that powerful. So here's a solution that's going to work against just about any opponent that you play against it like this, okay? And this works against just about any chess minigame that you're going to run into. It's called King's Indian Attack. Oh, actually, let's go back and set this up. Okay, it's called King's Indian Attack. The whole idea, you develop your knight to f3. You don't even touch your pawns until turn 2. g3, just push the pawn behind, just push the pawn right next to the knight, just one square. You develop the bishop, just put the bishop right behind it. This is called the fianchetto maneuver. And then you immediately castle. Like that's this should happen in 4 moves. And it shouldn't matter what your opponent plays, this is the same idea. Next, you push d3. And then from there, depending on what your opponent does, you could either push like this, or you could push like this. Normally you push like this. And there you go. This is the whole King's Indian Attack setup. Sometimes you push the knight here and then you push the pawn. But that's a little bit more of an advanced theory that you're going to learn a little later. But there you go. That's the whole King's Indian Attack setup. I'll show you 2 different games where you can see this in action against a low-level computer opponent, where you're probably going to face, which is the kind of opponent you're going to probably face more or less the same. Okay, I'm pulling up a beginner bot to wreak havoc across this board right here. So this is what kind of an opponent, this is the kind of opponent that you're going to be expecting in a game that, in a video game that is not chess, because in order for, again, a chess opponent to be very powerful as a computer opponent, it has to use up a lot of power and graphics usage and all sorts of things. So this is the kind of opponent that you're going to have to expect. Now, The reason why I chose this K-pop bot is because, surprise, surprise, I hate K-pop. But that is going to be its own rant video. I'm going to save that for the rant video. I'll just spare you the details for now. Okay, let's begin playing the King's Indian Attack. We're going to show you the opening in action. Let's go. Okay, we have the white pieces. This is why it's called King's Indian Attack. And again, the move that the very first move that you're going to play is not even a pawn move. You're going to not even touch the pawns until turn 2. So again, knight to f3 is your first move. Okay, she just moved the knight like this. Theoretically, you could transpose this into a King's Indian defense, but that is going to be its own lesson that I'm going to publish on YouTube, so that is coming up. For the time being, though, let's continue playing the King's Indian Attack. Oh, come on. Okay, she's playing the exact same setup that we're playing. That's fine. We're just going to keep developing, and we're going to be on our merry way. Notice that doing this fianchetto maneuver and developing the knight allows us to leave enough room to allow us to castle in 4 moves. That's one of the main points of King's Indian Attack. Now, we just castle. And she castled as well. Now, the next move is d3. So far, it's really symmetrical. Now you can go about this in 2 ways. Normally, you would just play e4, like this. That's what you normally do. But she's playing a symmetrical variation, which means if we push e4, our opponent will push like this. Likewise, we can opt to instead push this way, and our opponent will push like this. We'll give you both scenarios. Again, in most cases, you push like this. This is what you do. But we're going to give you an alternate scenario first. So we're going to push c4 instead of e4, like this. Samish style. Okay, she developed her bishop onto that square where the knight is supposed to be. That is technically a blunder. You're blocking off your knight. I don't know why she's doing that. But because we've established that we're going to push on the queen side, we're going to make a queen side attack. Normally you push here, you reroute all your pieces to the king side and get a king side attack. But in this case, we're going to just attack on the queen side because that's where we pushed. So let's think a little here. The nice idea I'm seeing is to just hold on, the bishop is going like this. Okay, let's restrict the bishop. I don't know what she's doing there. Well, let's just get the knight into the game. Okay, she just moves the bishop back. Now we fianchetto here. And now we're going to launch our pawn storm this way. So where do we want to start? I mean, the knight is protecting this square already. So I'm pretty sure we can just push here. Yeah, she's just making random waiting moves. I don't know what she's doing. We're just going to form this nice pawn chain and just block her development. Okay, she's developing the knight. Because she has to develop the knight this way. She has to develop the knight this way because if she goes here, the pawn takes. So knowing that, we can start to attempt to harass the knight a little bit more. What do we want? Probably well, okay. Actually, can we develop the knight? Can we develop the knight? We could attack here, but is that gonna be safe if it attacks here? I don't know. That it has nothing to gain. Okay, so we're actually just going to just develop the knight this way. Yeah, we're just going to develop the knight this way, and then that will allow us to deny squares for the other knights. And actually, this knight has nowhere to go. Okay, and then we're going to get the queen into the game and what have you. Okay, she went here. Let's form a pawn chain to restrict that bishop. If it takes, that's... I don't know why she pushed two squares like this, because I have something called en passant, which allows me to just take like this. Okay, she took with the pawn. If she took with the bishop, I had the knight there. But okay, so the knight has nowhere to go at this point for the time being. Oh, actually, I can trade off this bishop right here. Yeah, I can just trade off this. Yeah, I can just trade off this bishop right here, and just get the knight into the game. Why not? If queen takes, like we have plans. Okay. We're just going to develop the queen like so. No. Actually, we're going to get the rook into the game, just so, like this pawn is safe. It'll be fine. Now we get the queen into the game. This will allow us to have everything guarded, and this will also allow us to connect the rooks. The knight went that way. Okay, the knight has nowhere to go from here, so we should be fine. Let's not touch these pawns because we don't want to break the pawn chain. Well, how are we gonna do this? Yeah, we're gonna push the. It's also supported by the knight. We should be able to just push here. Why not? If queen takes, rook takes, and we also have the knight guarding, so we should be fine there. And we form the pawn chain like this. The knight is trapped. He's pushing the rook here. That I don't know what he's thinking. He just blundered his knight for free. Thank you very much. Okay, it's a check. We're just gonna get it. We're just gonna get him right next to the pieces, so that the pieces can start guarding this guy. I don't know what he was thinking there. I just win the queen for free. Okay, she's actually starting to dig into the pawn chain, but we have takes. If takes, I have all the plans. Okay. Okay, let's just get this pawn out of danger, just to like. I mean, I can attack this. Oh wait, actually, I see a skewer. Yes, I see a skewer right here. So that's where I'm going to be aiming. So rook has to move. We just win the other rook for free. We see this knight's skewer. What did he take? Oh, just a pawn. Now we just win that other rook for free. If okay, he moved. Okay, nice. Now I should be able to just. I can trap this rook and then win it for free. Yeah, that's a better idea, because like we don't wanna just take and then just give the queen to the bishop. So we're gonna trap it like this. And then he has to take. Takes with check. Now we get the queen out to dodge. Now we get the queen out to dodge. Just get it out of here. Okay, he's trying to harass the queen with the knight, but the knight alone cannot win the queen just like that. So we just let's see here how are we gonna beat him. Just yeah, I can just take the pawn for free. I can just take the pawn for free. I'll just do that. There we go. She blundered again. Free knight. Now it's coming down to the wire a little bit. We need to start actually winning some stuff, because I mean, yeah, we should probably try to win this pawn. Oh. Let's just get this annoying bishop off the board. That bishop has too much scope. And then there we go. We should be able to just win that pawn for free, and then win that other pawn for free. Unless it moves, it's not gonna move. Okay, we can just win that pawn for free. Now we just push this pawn because it'll be guarded by the knight. The king can't take. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to. Oh gosh. Now we're going to just push this pawn. There's nothing. It can't be touched at this point. We're just gonna get it into promotion. It can't take. It's fine. It's guarded by the knight. It's fine. We have the second queen ready to go. We attack this pawn. The king can't do anything, so we just win that for free. It's already guarded by the knight, so the king can't take. So we just go for this. Okay, it's guarding. Okay. What I can do is just use the bishop to get it in check so that it can't. Okay. Okay. Now I get the king involved. Now the next move is check. That is not a smart move. I can just get the queen involved. Oh, it's checkmate already. Wow. There you go. With these simple steps, you will be able to beat any computer opponent in any video game in chess. Thank you very much. Have fun. Alright, let's see what happens if we play. Let's see what happens if we play the normal King's Indian attack. Okay, again, we start with knight to f3. Just fianchetto the bishop just like that. She fianchettos as well. Just castle, castle. D3? And she should play D3 as well. Yes, okay. This time we're going to see what happens if we just push E4. Just like this. Now this is normal King's Indian attack, and she plays that. Okay, that is not theory at all. I don't know what she's thinking there. At least she'll be free up at that point. Okay. Okay. This time we're going to play the normal... Oh, please. This time we're going to play the normal ideas of the King's Indian attack, which is... We get this knight involved, and that knight goes here. Okay, she's trying to expand on the queen side, okay. The knight goes this way, and then we're going to undevelop the knight like this to make room for this pawn. Oh, thank you very much. That's a trade. Now we push this. Okay, so this is the normal idea of the King's Indian attack. Like, you have this pawn chain, you have this pawn chain, and we develop the knight like this to make room for this pawn. Now the knight can go back. She's just not doing anything about this pawn. Okay, that's a free pawn. Okay, so she's trying to attack the knight like this. But that's not an issue. We can just block with the bishop. Now that's guarding it. Okay, there is the threat of this coming, so let's get the queen involved and just block that. Now the queen can't move. Can the queen... Okay, there are no squares for the knight. Okay, I mean, that is a discovered attack, but she can just take, so that's not gonna work. Okay, let's just further this pawn chain right here on the dark diagonal. And that should allow us to, restrict the knight. Okay, she took. Fair enough. But now she's gonna run out of... Okay, she's attacking there, but it's attacking at nothing. And now we just win the knight for free. That was just a pawn. It'll be fine. Okay, the knight still has nowhere to go. Oh, no, we don't want to take that. I'm just trying to... You know, there is this pawn, like, supporting that, so maybe we should be able to win the queen like this. And that allows us to just undevelop the knight. That allows us to just undevelop the knight. I mean, if the knight goes here and then... I mean, if the knight goes here and then... Oh, no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because if rook takes, that's... The knight has to stay where it is. We can just complete the pawn chain. That's fine. And it took the knight. She just took the knight. Why? That's a free queen. Oh, sneaky. He's trying to win the rook. No, he's not. No, he's not. The rook can't move diagonally. And I can just kick the rook like this. And just kick the rook like this. She's gonna do something? Okay. She did move. Okay. Okay. Now we're actually doing stuff. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to begin. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I almost saw that. I almost saw that. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. I almost saw the. I almost saw the. You might. I'm just gonna kick this bishop. I'm just gonna kick this bishop. This is getting super annoying. Oh. Huh. Okay, it's checking, but it's not gonna do much. She doesn't have the material. And she just blundered the bishop again. Okay, two rooks lined up just like that. Okay, cool. But I can just sack the pawn like this, and then if she takes, I can just. Okay, she's not gonna take. Now I can just line this up, and then okay, okay. That just wins the bishop for free. I don't know what she's doing there. Now that's a fork. The pawn has to take, or else it's gonna. Oh, free rook. Okay, she's finally doing something. Okay. But I can just sack my rook like this. Now the rook has to take. Now, and then that allows me to win the queen. There we go. Now I can get the other. Now I can get the other pawns involved. I probably should have just taken here. I'm gonna win this pawn race. Get another queen. Okay, cool. Punks can't go backwards, so I should be fine here. And then we just check the king like this. And then there we go. Okay, we finally beat this stupid bot. This is the kind of level that we're expecting. I blundered my queen a little bit, but again, there's nothing to panic about. You should be able to do fine as long as you know what you're doing. Just study your tactics a little bit. Just study how the pieces move. It's not going to be that difficult. The next time you play that horror game and your opponent approaches you with the game of chess, you know what to do. It should be very simple enough. Okay, thank you. Have fun.